Today's video has been sponsored by DoorDash. And now, a DSN special report. Good evening, I'm Davidson Super. We begin tonight with some trouble brewing out of Iceland. Local supermarkets reporting a critical cucumber shortage. Reports are flowing in that the shortage is not caused from drought, nor unseasonal weather patterns, but a trend popularized on the app named TikTok. Those kids just can't get enough of slicing cucumbers and putting soy sauce on them, or feta cheese, and contrary to what you might be believing, this is not a joke for a dumb YouTube video. This is a real thing. It was on BBC News. Alright, let's try some of these things out and see if there's anything I'm missing. Although I certainly have my doubts. But one thing I've got zero doubts about is the most dynamic, versatile food delivery app around, DoorDash. 10 years ago, DoorDash was founded with a simple mission to grow and empower local economies. And what started out as connecting consumers with their favorite local restaurants has grown to a bustling marketplace where you can get pretty much anything from your local neighborhood delivered straight to your door, from food to flowers, groceries, and more. I'll be honest, for a while there, I really underestimated DoorDash's ability to be your full-on trusted assistant. It doesn't matter if I need a midweek top-up, a few last-minute ingredients for a specific recipe, or my full-on weekly grocery list where I got everything I needed for the week delivered right to my door through DoorDash. And I love how the app allows you to schedule, customize, or substitute items in your order while communicating directly with your shopper and receiving real-time updates. So allow DoorDash to be your all-in-one solution for your lifestyle needs when you need them by clicking that link in the top line of the description or scanning the QR code on screen now, and when you use my code DAVID50 at checkout, you will get 50% off up to $10 of your order of $15 or more at convenient grocery or select retail stores. Alright, let's get this one started with Logan's Tai Fung cucumbers. I grabbed some rice vinegar and soy sauce, sesame oil, hot chili oil, MSG, kosher salt, garlic, and the final cucumber out of the hundreds I have grown this summer. I don't care how many of you bully me for the abnormal shape of this. I was very proud with how many cucumbers I was able to grow this summer and turn into mostly pickles with Steven. It does irk the shit out of me that now I'm gonna have to buy some potentially listeria-ridden grocery store ones after this recipe, but such is life. I got things started by slicing up my cucumber on a mandolin with the help of a slice-proof glove. I have learned my lesson one too many times. Coated them in some salt and allowed them to sit for a few minutes to pull out some moisture, any bitterness. I gave them a good rinse, and then in with the soy sauce and other seasonings we went. In pretty much all of Logan's videos, he seems to be eyeballing his ingredients, so add as much or as little as your heart desires, give it a big old shake, and that's about it. Full disclosure, I was not gonna make a video on this trend. I saw this a while ago and there's just not a lot to it. But when worldwide news organizations pick it up and then a bunch of you peer pressure me, that's usually the end. I mean, they're very good. They're very cold and crunchy and refreshing and salty savory. I am not surprised that they're good. I'm surprised this has gotten so out of hand. Some of his videos have gotten 25 million views, which is insane. I'm not bitter. These are really good though. I could eat this whole container. Maybe I'm getting it a little bit. Next up on the TikTok Cuc campaign, we've got the hot honey feta version. And I grabbed some olive oil, a cucumber, and hot honey, MSG and feta cheese, fresh garlic, a lemon, and salt and pepper. I will say that I understand the origins of this trend. A cucumber salad is a thing that's enjoyed by many people worldwide. I don't know that anybody has seen a concoction like this one before in a cucumber salad with shredded up feta and garlic and lemon. All that had honey. It's a lot of things I like on their own. Not sure how well they're gonna mesh. No matter what though, I will always give props to Logan for his respect and dedication to MSG and using it in seemingly every single one of his videos. And this iteration is no different, so let's give it a taste. Not quite as visually appealing, this one. I'm not quite sure what he was going for here, or where the inspiration came from, because as much as I love feta cheese, this one's kinda weirdly acidic and like sickly. Maybe it's the hot honey in conjunction with everything else that's not really working for me, but I'm gonna keep my hopes high based on that first one, and he's certainly got plenty more to choose from. For our third cucumber today, we are once again heading down a road where I'm not sure where we're gonna end up. It's this chimichurri, pickled red onion, caper, avocado cucumber, and I grabbed white vinegar, MSG, dried oregano, and sugar, olive oil, kosher salt, capers, crushed red pepper flakes, smoked paprika, and avocado and water, a cucumber, a red onion, fresh garlic, salt and pepper again for some reason, and fresh parsley. And if you couldn't tell, this one's gonna require the most work, considering the other two required next to nothing. He already had all these components ready to go in his video. I unfortunately do not, so I very quickly pickled some red onion, just with a very simple combination of water, sugar, vinegar, and salt. And then I whipped up a quick chimichurri with all that fresh parsley, olive oil, some garlic, some chili flake. This is the first one that actually feels like a recipe that needs to be prepared, although that could be stemming from my PTSD from most things that we make on this channel. That takes me many hours or days. And at the risk of sounding like a complete hater, I feel like I have to say this, I have watched 100 Logan videos, all of his cucumber ones in preparation for this video, and I think I have learned the hard way that I have some kind of problem with overly dramatized slurping sounds. I think it's just because it feels so unnecessary. Like, it's not a bowl of noodles, it's just a damn cucumber. You don't have to treat it like Elon Musk slurping up to... never mind. But this one got finished with the same procedure, and I gave it a big old shake, so let's give it a taste. Okay, this one's really good. It's definitely my favorite so far. And I think it's because it just feels like a dish that's worthy of being eaten on its own. It tastes so incredibly fresh and refreshing with all those herbs and onions and avocado, while still being really heavily seasoned and like savory, probably from the capers. With that all being said, this does kind of still feel like he just had random crap in his fridge he wanted to get rid of, so he threw it in a container with cucumbers, although it works this time. And before we get out of here today, I wanted to contribute my own entry to this trend. Something you'd only see here on the David Seymour channel, or maybe something made by a certain Rie. To make my Boozy Mojito cucumbers, I grabbed some lemon lime soda, sugar, and white rum. A cucumber, a lime, fresh ginger, and some water. This is exactly how it looks. I was trying to come up with things that might already have cucumbers naturally in them. Oftentimes, many cocktails do, and I thought a mojito would lend itself perfectly for this, so I whipped up a quick simple syrup. I allowed my cucumber slices to soak purely in some rum overnight to absorb as much of that as possible. That having a little bit of a vodka gummy bear inspiration, and also playing off of what an actual mojito glass would look like. I sliced up and then muddled some lime wedges along with plenty of the fresh mint leaves, and then those are gonna get plopped right down in our container with some of the lemon lime soda, a little splash of the simple syrup. And now I present to you my Boozy Mojito cucumber salad. Now, I know what you're all thinking. David, when did you become a genius? Well, they certainly live up to their name. They are quite boozy. I feel like they maybe didn't need the overnight soak. At 15 minutes probably would have been fine. Or just drain all that extra rum off after the soak, because they are incredibly strong, probably a little bit too much. But I like them. Are they the most practical thing in the world? Perhaps not, unless you're like a overly health-conscious college student. These would absolutely hit while sitting on a beach though. Oh my god.
With the M without the AD. Flipping burgers and my money super lazy. Try and make a meal tonight, they ain't paying me. Try and supersize my life with my 18. Yeah, our style wasn't wavy, but we had a vision.